Welcome to our few moments together on the Parsha. This Shabbos we have the privilege of reading Parshas Bechukosai and saying Chazak, Chazak, and this Chazak. I have the privilege of standing out on this beautiful weather in Yerushalayim Eretz Kodesh, where it's so warm and yet there's a beautiful breeze, and it's really comfortable. It's towards the evening already, and it's in Yerushalayim at about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, the breeze starts up, and it just makes the area so beautiful. Here's a little bit of a background of the garden of where we live here on Gad Tedeschi Street in the Arnona neighborhood of Yerushalayim Eretz Kodesh. Our Sedra begins with the words, "Im Bechukosai telechu," if you will go in my chukim, ves mitzvosai tishmoru, and if you will guard my mitzvos, asisem osam, and you will do them. So the Farshim and Rashi, chief amongst them, mentions that when it says in Bechukosai telechu, if you will go in my chukim, and chukim means statutes, as Rashi explains in Perek Chavav in Rashis, chukim means mitzvahs that Hashem commands us that doesn't have a reason for them. It's gezeras hamelech. It's the decree of the king that Hashem wants us to keep them, even though there are no reasons given. And our Chazal have always tried to make drashas to help us appreciate what the divine concepts behind those chukim are, despite the fact that the concepts are not what the observance of them are dependent upon. The Orach Chaim HaKadosh makes a comment on the beginning of the Parsha where it says, "Im bechukosai telechu," if you will go in my chukim. The Orach Chaim says the word chukosai is actually plural, because hachukim sheli, which means plural. My chukim. Why are the chukim considered plural? And the Orach Chaim HaKadosh so beautifully explains the reason why it's considered plural is because v'hagisa bo yomam v'layla. You have to be involved and working with them. You have to be toiling in them. As Rashi says, shetihiyu amelim b'Torah, and it's got to be day and night. So there's no end to the study of Torah, and that's why it is in the plural. That's one possibility. He goes, perhaps another possibility is because it's not enough if you yourself learn, but it's also that you have to teach others. Share. You know Aleph, teach Aleph. You know Beis, teach Beis. You know a Rashi, teach the Rashi. You know a new Pshat, share it, because shetiyu amelim, you have to be toiling in it, because that's what brings about all the brachos. Now, what's interesting about the brachos that come at the end of all this, it says, "V'nosati geshmechem be'itam." I'm going to give you the rain in its time. Ve'etz hasodeh yitain piryo, and the fruit of the trees of the field will give you its fruit. V'hisig lachem dayesh es botzir, and the threshing time will reach the harvest time. Botzir yasir ezora, and the botzir time will come to the seeding time. V'achaltem lachmechem lasova, and you will eat your bread and be satisfied. And finally, v'nosati shalom ba'oretz, I'm going to give peace to the land, because as the Gemara says in a number of places, when it comes to peace for Klal Yisrael, it means shalom. If you haven't got shalom, that all the food and all the good enjoyment of this world is not worth it. Reb David Feinstein, Zechayna Levracha, makes a very interesting observation about this pasuk. He says, notice, it says, if you get involved in the toil of the Torah, in Bechukosai telechu, if you will go in my statutes and you will study the Torah, he doesn't promise miraculous things that are out of the ordinary. There are times when Hashem does miraculous things out of the ordinary. Kriyas Yamsuf, of course, is a perfect example. Maimad Har Sinai, the very existence of the Jewish people, I guess, over all the centuries, is a prime example of what miraculous nature's things are. But Hashem doesn't promise, I'm going to send man from the heavens if you'll study the Torah and if you'll keep the statutes and you'll learn the chukim. It's not going to be miraculous. It's going to be V'nosati gishmeichem b'itam. I'm going to give you the rain in its time. And what's going to happen when the rain comes? Then the produce is going to give forth, and it's going to flower out, and you're going to have what to eat. And when you eat, you're going to be satisfied. These are all normal things. Hashem is promising Klal Yisrael that in the normal scheme of things, if we keep the Torah, then miraculous though they are, all these things, they're going to be coming in the most normal, unmiraculous fashion. We're going to be living a normal, healthy life, which is what HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us the Torah for. He gave us the Torah that we should be an outstanding example of a people that follow Hashem's ways, and when we follow, and because we follow Hashem's ways, all the normal blessings of life come to the Jewish people. We're not expecting lightning to strike. We're not expecting that there should be unbelievable, miraculous events that turn the world upside down for the Jewish people. No. Just normal, healthy living upon this earth that Hashem has given us. As we say in the Shema. All these things are going to happen in the normal way. That's why the Shema says, and so on and so forth. Because Hashem's promise to the Jewish people is that if we live according to His statutes and His teaching, all the normal things that constitute the miraculous nature of life, that we thank you every single day, that are the miraculous natures of things that are with us every day. But those everyday miraculous nature things are going to be part of the normal fabric of life for Klal Yisrael as we go about keeping the statutes of the Torah. What a beautiful idea to end with the Chazak v'nis Chazak. Let's be strong. Let's not despair. Let's keep our faith and let's keep our Torah. Let's keep learning. Let's be amelim b'Torah. Let's do everything we can in order to build ourselves up to get to the point where we will see the gifts that Hashem gives to Klal Yisrael that come along with the normal living of the observance of the mitzvahs and the study of the Torah. Because that's the promise of Parshas Bechukosai. When I was sharing a wonderful Shabbos on this Parshas Chazak, v'nis Chazak. Let's become ever stronger in our observance and our keeping the loyalty of the Torah. Hashem should bless us all, that we should be zocheh to see that in the coming weeks and in honor of the Yom Tov of Shavuos, we find that the great miracle of Klal Yisrael's existence be given an opportunity to shine forth with all the glory that Hashem has promised for Klal Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom U'Mivarach.